What up, world? How you doing today? It's your boy, D Loops, a.k.a. Do It All Loops, here with my boy,
AV. Just AV. No artificial today.
Motivate Mariners on the way. We are the creators of the Stu Beat Showcase, and we bring to you the Beat Club podcast, where producers are heard, the best place to hear new beat makers from around the globe. Here we keep it real about the music and cut to the facts with the help of special guests and listeners worldwide. If you wish to join our Beat Club podcast community, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beat Club Podcast, and join our private producer group on Facebook by searching the Stu:*Beat Club. Artificial AV, what's poppin'?
Said no artificial. No, I'm joking.
Not my fault.
I'm doing good.
Put some respect.
I'm doing pretty good.
You all right?
Actually, yeah, I'm feeling kind of hype for later on today because we got a BCP live at Wonder Bar downstairs.
Air horn.
No John. Okay. And yeah, that shit starts at, well, doors open at 7 p.m. and the battle lineups, like, I'm just kind of anxious to hear what these producers are bringing.
It's a pretty sick lineup today.
It is.
I think it's awesome. Yeah. Did you change any of your predictions?
Nah. To be honest, I don't even remember who I said.
All right.
So well, I can't. I don't know. Let me see. I think I said
Light for the Loman.
I think I said. Damn.
Fuck what you said. How you feel?
I think I said Lightfoot. Yeah.
Battle Axe on beats.
I think I said Battle Axe might surprise us.
First official DJ Manipulator.
And I'm gonna go with Manipulator. I don't know. He just nothing against First, of course, but I feel like the shit I've heard Manipulator cook up recently, like in a couple projects he done dropped. Yeah.
He's like, I'm convinced.
But we'll see.
Nah, those are well-balanced battles. I'm looking forward to it as well. That's Wonder Bar downstairs. That is tonight from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a 21-plus event. Feel free to show up if you're a producer. Come on through. It is free to sign up. You get about like a 5-minute set just to vibe out and play your beats and get heard. And all the beats that get played that day actually get put on a separate podcast that we put up there as well. So you get heard around the world as well. So just show up and see what's good. Speaking of that, man, let's talk about our trip to Newburyport, man. I don't know how this happened, Dimitri, but we ended up booking the venue out in Newburyport, which is FAF. I call it FAF. That's FAF. It's it stands for far as fuck. Okay. And we went out there, and on any day, could have been just like, a decent little drive. AV checks the traffic, hour and 45 minutes. It gets knocked down a little bit, but we didn't know the nor'easter or whatever the hell that storm was. Same day, bruh.
When was this again? This was
Thursday.
Thursday, that's right.
So we're driving. I'm not sure what it is about going up further in that direction, but they just don't believe in like street lights or whatever it was. So we were just driving. Snow was horrible. And thank heavens to AV, man. There was a red pickup truck that I guess she tried to swerve around you, right?
Yeah, she was behind me. And we're like in a line and everybody's shifting over.
And there's no lines in the street because the snow's covering everything.
Right. You make up your own lanes.
Yes.
Right.
So she's probably impatient as fuck. She's right behind me. She tries to go around. And in that split second, she's trying to speed up.
Right.
Her red truck, the back of the truck swings right in front of my side of the door.
By his window.
I'm like this.
Whoa.
Like, there's that brief moment where you're like, I think this is how I'm going to die. Okay, well, good. Like, she spun out 180 degrees, man, on the highway.
Well, that's what happens when you try to go faster during a snowstorm.
She wouldn't know that. But we made it, and we had a good time. Shout out to all the producers who showed up.
Yeah, we had a pretty good turnout for a snowstorm. So
yeah, and it was just good crowd, good listening, good beats. I'm pretty sure we'll release that podcast later on in like December, when we take our little break and such. But it was just a really, really good vibe. Was there anybody in particular that you like impressed with?
I was impressed with Tiba.
Yes.
I mean, I was impressed with mostly everybody, of course, but I think Tiba stood out to me.
Yeah, he had a very, very, very dope sound. I was impressed with Vinyl Villain's griminess.
Yeah.
In his battle beats.
He tried to give the credit to the SP404, but listen,
you had to redirect that shit.
It's not the tools. It's the handyman.
There you go. But yeah, really good time, man. And if you enjoyed that and you're around the neighborhood today, like we said, 7 p.m. and 11 p.m., we're at Wonder Bar downstairs. So just show up, hear some dope tunes, meet up with some dope producers. And if you are a dope producer, just come through. And I will say this as well, because I'm noticing this whenever we do have a Beat Club podcast live, is there's always someone in the room that is shy about playing their beats, or it's their first time, or they don't have enough beats, or whatever it is. Yo, just come through and share your sound.
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
What do you do to help those people that are too shy to play?
We force them.
We give them drinks and we force them. That's it. You just gotta make it happen, man.
So you don't slowly kind of edge them into the water. You throw them right into the deep end.
You just got to.
You got to get thrown into the fire. I mean, that's how I learned most of the shit that I know. So,
but I feel as though they're a little bit, I guess, on edge about being judged.
Right. I mean, especially for people like that, where most of them, I believe, are introverts. So they they have a problem doing that. So
yes. And my thing is, you're never really going to excel in that area unless you just put out what you have now and understand that you're going to get better over time. And you're only going to get better over time is if you start hearing more people talk about your music outside of your friends, your circles, or just yourself and your mom. So get out, play your beats, even if it's 1 beat, 3 beats, whatever it is. All of them can be trash, but at least you leave there with a notch under your belt. Like, yo, I played something today. I heard some stuff today, and I'm going to go back and go harder.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But I'm going to leave all the gems for AV, no artificial. End of the show. Anything else that we got to say to the people?
Not sure.
Me neither. Dimitri,
I will say shout out to IK Multimedia, though, for these iLoud micro monitors. The official reference monitors of the Beat Club podcast.
The Beat Club.
Because that's what we use to hear these wonderful beats that are hopefully going to be coming through the speakers and just leaving a memorable impression on us. I hope. I really, really hope. Like I said, I'm not sure about this list coming up today, so I'm very optimistic. We're going to go for it and such. But Dimitri, you got anything you want to share? You good?
I'm good. I think everything's working today because I had a nice big breakfast. So,
oh, flex on the food, huh? You got 2 hungry motherfuckers in here right now.
Yeah, I'm having this root beer, this spiked root beer for breakfast. No, I had a little bit of spaghetti actually.
Spaghetti for breakfast?
Yeah.
You all hood.
Food is food, man.
Exactly. It doesn't matter when you eat it. As long as food.
All right. Well, I took my sip, man. I think we're ready to get into some beats.
Let's do it.
All right. With no further ado. Okay, so check it out. What we do each and every Sunday here at the Beat Club Podcast is we have a place called the beatclubpodcast.com where producers can go and upload as many fire beats as possible. That's right, as many fire beats as possible. We take some of these beats and place them in a folder and play them for the very first time on our show. We give our feedback and decide if we're going to keep or cut the beats. All the beats that are kept get placed on a fire instrumental mix that we release called Writer's Block. And that's just our way of showing love to producers who participate. And big shout out to Beatmakers Boutique for helping us reward dope beats from dope producers as we search for our beat of the month. You can get nominated today and you could win a free sound pack from Beatmakers Boutique. So make sure you go to the website and follow them on IG to show them love. A couple of rules for people that are listening for the first time. We have something called Save Keeps, which is our pity keep. If you don't hear us say keep or cut the beat, we'll throw out a pity keep, just letting you know what, it sounds okay, could be better. This is how I feel about it. On another end, we have majority vote wins. When our guest arrives along with Mark Maron, there's a chance that we might reach a stalemate in which we will go to Twitter and Facebook where your feedback counts. So feel free to let us know how you feel about the beat. Would you keep, would you cut? Be rude if necessary. Be whatever. Be you today. That's what Sunday's about. The other thing is we get 1 beat of the week nomination per person in the room. So if either of us hear a fire beat, we'll throw out the nomination out there. And if we have more than 1 nomination, they'll battle at the end of the show. And then last one, me and AV knows, keep it real because that's just what we do.
I mean, yeah.
Is that why you tossed out the artificial? What is it?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. It's not artificial.
I know.
Come on, don't be doing that. That's why I'm about to just drop that shit because people are saying it wrong anyway.
Nah,
it's art official. Like,
yeah, I know. I got you.
You got it.
I got it.
Not everybody gets
official AV art. Just switch that shit around. I don't know. We'll make it all happen. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, we got the list up here. There's a bunch of people that did submit. It's a very mixed bunch. I don't know what we're gonna get. So shout out to everybody on Twitter and Facebook. This is a mixed batch today, so let's just hope for the best. Artificial Wavy, who do we got first on the chopping block?
All right, so first up we got Ill 1112.
What?
Yeah, well, it's Ill Evan.
Oh, that's kind of
dope. Got swag on it.
Yeah, what is it called?
It's called Drag You Down.
All right, cool. Let's take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. Artificial Wavy, man, how do you feel about this beat, bro?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I feel like it's a decent beat.
Let's be honest about them snares. Them snares, they sounded good. They just were a little higher than the mix. That's what bothered me. I felt like elevate the mix or bring your snares down just a little bit, but they sounded good. Like the snares were cracking, which makes me feel like just EQ the hell out the rest of everything else.
Yeah, the snares sounded crisp. Like sounding like real snares. Somebody actually playing it and you recorded it. But damn, I don't know. Will I keep?
I don't know about this hook though. Like I sometimes we get beats with the hooks and I'm like, okay, that works. But when you do stuff like that and you submit the beats, it sounds like a reference track in which I'm like, if we put this on the mix, who's gonna use it like that? So I'm gonna cut it just based off the fact that there's some mixing to be done and there's a hook on there that I don't really feel like will transcend to another artist. I think it just works for whoever you're working with right now. Not a bad beat though, but that's a cut it for me. Artificial Wavy was popping.
Definitely not a bad beat. I'm gonna cut it because if I wasn't like, yo, keep, then it's probably not a keep. So
I like how you think. You're smart. Let me go to Facebook and Twitter, see what's up. Oh, they're just saying what's up. They're not voting right now whatsoever. Everybody's just waking up. So we'll make that decision to just say cut it. Alright, so how are we doing still? We drinking on every cut, keep, or we just drinking to be drinking?
I'm just drinking.
Cool. I follow suit. Who's next?
This look like a newbie. This is the Beat Garage with El Papito.
I love when people don't want to give out their real location, so they just put United States. Like, all right, cool. We're going to take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
gonna let you go first.
Let's talk about it. I instantly heard, I was like, yo, this is a record for Cardi B and Offset. I felt like it would be on whatever tape or something that they would put out. It has enough like empty space and that type of vibe for it. I always feel like we got to get the trap beats out the way early, because I think later on in the show we start to hate. This was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Didn't win me over completely, but it wasn't necessarily a bad beat. But I do hear that there's some type of record that could be made out of this. So for that reason, I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. I just hope someone makes a record out of it. I wasn't a fan of whatever that talking was, though. Whatever that was, I don't know if it was inaudible. In the beginning? Nah, like towards like the middle, or I don't know if it was a pre-chorus around the hook or whatever. There was like a little breakdown of just like the talking or whatever it was. Wasn't a big fan of that. But overall, decent vibe. I'll keep it. Artificial Wavy was popping.
Yeah, it was a cool vibe. Was it something super interesting that made me jump out of my seat? No, but I think I agree with Loops. I can hear a record.
I never seen you jump out your seat for any beat, bro.
What you mean?
Nigga, never.
You know what I mean. Come on. Come on with this bullshit. Come on, son.
All right.
I need an Ed Lover sound effect. Come on, son. But anyway, it was cool. I can hear it on the mix, though. I can hear it on the mix.
Yeah, it's like, it's there. Like, I would throw up my safe keep it, but I already threw out a regular keep it, and I'm going to hold my safe keep it for someone who really needs it.
Yeah.
But let me see. People are saying needs to be EQ and mix, so they said cut, but they couldn't tell if it's their phone speaker or not. But you know, it is what it is. So keep it.
Yeah.
You don't seem too happy with you keep it, my G.
I'm still waiting for a banger, man. I ain't get that energy yet.
You just kind of made it.
Just made it.
All right, man. Who do we have next? Matter of fact, while we search for who we have next, man, let me see. Who's online right now so we can just say what's up to a couple folks. Can I pull this up? Oh, Lord. Facebook be hating, man. Shout out to... What up, Bootleg?
Need it up here.
What up, Slim Jones? That's cool. Think I seen my dude Dancer up there as well, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, for everybody that is watching right now, feel free to share the link. You know, we usually do the share and shop, and I'm going to do that later on today. But feel free to share the link and share the culture. I definitely influence you and motivate you to do that, so we can just kind of get it out there so people can hear these dope beats or potentially dope beats that are coming down the line. Mm-hmm. With all that said, man, I mean, is 3 looking promising?
Possibly. So next up we got is Keys, and this is called Headphones On.
I'm going to put my headphones on right now and say, let's take a listen to it right now, the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go. Beat Club, let's talk about it. Artificial AV, man, what's popping with this beat, bro?
I'm gonna keep it, even though I felt like there should have been like at least one more transitional part from the sample added into this. I'm still gonna keep it though, because that shit's smooth. Yeah, it's smooth. I can listen to that probably for like a few hours or so.
How did it sound again?
Chill.
Nah. I'm digging it. I'm gonna stop clouding. But I agree. Part of me was wishing that he was gonna do some like, I don't know, even like some type of switch. But I don't know why I was wanting like a low pass or just something to happen, just to kind of drown it out a little bit and bring it back. But real smooth listening. I do feel as though, I'm not sure if this is like a 4-bar or 8-bar loop, but I feel like after maybe like a minute, I'm gonna get tired of this beat though. And I listen to loops all the time where it can stretch out to 3 minutes or 4 minutes, but this particular loop, I'm just like, if I'm not like cooking or cleaning at the time and this is just playing, something else needs to happen because it's gonna get boring after a little bit. So just work on that. But for the most part, I'd say keep it. People online, Mark Maron's voting online. He said keeper. Bootleg said keeper. Non-plus. What up, non-plus? Said keep. I guess, man, it's gonna get kept. Unanimous.
Keep it.
Keep it easy, man. Oh shit. Who we got next?
All right, so next up we got Slim Jones with Hypnotic.
You ever used to drink Hypnotic?
Nah.
For real?
Nah, I ain't drinking.
Not even like the ratchet 21, 22-year-old days?
Nah, I probably, I think I literally had my first drink at like 22, 23.
Yeah.
But I didn't mess with that. I was bougie. I had White Russians.
Oh, this dude.
Polo put me on. Polo.
This is the only White Russian I know right now, right here.
22, really? 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What age did you start drinking? Like 9?
I ain't mess with drinks like
14.
14? That's a decent age. You know what I mean?
Decent. What the
Yeah. I feel like if you drink earlier, like you don't abuse it when you get older. It's just
by the time I was 21, I didn't even want to go to a bar.
I was like, what the hell?
I ain't apply to me, so.
I don't know. I just found out who was trying to drink Hypnotic or who did drink Hypnotic. I had some crazy times.
I have.
Hypnotic. You have?
Yeah.
I've
drank everything from Rubinoff in the early days to Hypnotic to really nice like $100 wines.
We gotta go party together one day, Dimitri, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just to give it a shot. Just to give it a shot.
It'll just be shots all night.
Yeah, I can do shots. I can't drink beers a lot, but I could do shots, bro.
I can do whatever.
This dude.
Shots of Jaeger.
I've never had Jaeger before, but yeah.
I just ain't fucking with whiskey no more.
What do you mean you ain't fuck? You know what? We're gonna have this talk during the beat.
Listen, 30th birthday, almost died.
That was your choice.
Nah,
that was your choice
nah.
on what you drank and what they gave you to drink. Because the same shit happened to me.
Nah, they was handing me drink. You think come on, man.
Son, everybody dies when they're 30 and they wake up 31 completely different. It just happens that way. I blacked out. A person put down, what was it, like 4 different drinks. They were all different colors. And I looked at the drinks and I said, it's about to go down. And that was it. I said, bow, 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 bow. And I ended up watching myself on IG, someone else's stories on how I was acting. I blacked out on everything.
Yeah. Shout out to Motivate Monday because I died during Motivate Monday.
We better friends, bro. Enough about our personal drinking history. So we're going to take a listen to Hypnotic right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's go.
Slim
About it. We keeping this beat, bro?
We keeping it.
Any feedback for this beat?
Nope. We just keeping it. Well, I'm just keeping it.
Nah, I am not disagreeing with you today with this beat, man. Really dope vibe. There's a solid record there, and if no one's even on the record, I would still listen to it.
Yeah, no feedback, but the fact that he changed up like the snare pattern from the typical
2 and 4.
That's just dope. It made it interesting.
That translates to a
Keep it.
we're just gonna move on.
That's it. All right. So next up we got Bootleg, and this is called Another Chance.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna take a listen to right now the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club. Let's talk about it. He said your head's pounding. Was it from the beat? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't from
All right, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. We got Motivate Marin in the building alongside Dart Adams.
It's the return.
The return of Dart Adams. We're gonna talk about this beat. Is anybody keeping this beat?
I'm not.
no. If I was an artist that rap like this, then I would definitely want this beat. But I'm not that type of artist, so you can get this beat in the trash, though. Throw it in the trash.
Bars.
Trash it. Throw it in the trash.
Trash.
Trash it. Throw
Monday.
it in the trash.
Trash. Curve.
Trash it in the trash.
Stupid.
Records, baby. Records.
Skirted in the trash. That's funny shit.
Avi, man, you keeping this beat?
Nah, I'm not gonna keep it. I just wished it picked up at some point.
Who made this?
Bootleg.
Oh, Bootleg. Oh,
Now,
okay.
That's
see,
what I said. That's why I said Bootleg been on some other shit. Just making like
But you can definitely
he
sell
been,
this.
he been leaving
like-
space
yeah,
for
yeah,
artists.
Sell this.
Yes.
This. If you want to make this for artists, then you knew what you were doing. Yeah.
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 For sure.
That's what
You
I
don't,
said.
so don't
No, I
listen.
mean, yeah, I heard that from the beginning. I mean, you heard me doing the flows. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
instantly.
if Drake did it, like it's
Drake
it's a
would
hit.
have stole his soul and this beat.
Yeah. Yeah, Drake would have.
Drake would have stole your publishing, your soul,
Shit.
the title and deed to your house, your girlfriend, your feelings, your memories, all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he said he made it for artists. Yeah.
yo, it fits. There's a
Yeah,
record
we know,
on this.
we know.
There's definitely a record on this. I didn't necessarily
I'm not mad at
have
it.
any beef with the open space or whatsoever. I just think once we heard a spitter on it, it would just all connect.
I mean, I just feel like I heard it before. That's kind of just more
Yeah.
so like what it was for me. Like it wasn't anything, you know? Like it was cool, but it felt like a random Drake record I heard before.
I'm starting to feel like Bootleg kind of has this Adult Swim vibe to his production.
Definitely.
A lot of the times, like whenever their commercial breaks are, he's been pretty consistent with that sound. Yeah, this check's there, bro. But so everybody's cutting it.
Yeah, we cutting it, but get that money.
I wasn't cutting it, man. They hating though, but I'm on Loops Island.
Loops Island.
Yeah, fam. All I need is Wi-Fi. I'll make some paper. All right, man. Let's get one more in. Who we got?
All right, so next up we got High Def.
Oh, we haven't seen this name in a grip.
This is called Zay. I'm pretty sure you can guess where this is going.
Probably. We're gonna take a listen to right now the B Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. Beat Club.
All right, B Club, let's talk about this. We got people online saying not sure about this one, but we're going to see if we're showing this room. Are we keeping this beat? Anybody keeping this beat?
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm keeping it.
Why so?
Nah, because just like sonically, like it was like everything was like crisp, like it was everything was where it was supposed to be, and I just think like melody wise, it was minimal, but it still had like a certain level of detail, paid attention to detail, so it still had the room for the artist, but it was still like good enough for me to like listen to on its own. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a record. Like, this is a record. You know what I'm saying? This is like a complete record ready to go for somebody. I could just hear it on the mix. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a good one. It was good.
Dart, man, I see you didn't speak up, so I'm anxious to know why you would cut the beat.
Okay, so this beat is called Zay, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Zay is the name of a character from Girl Meets World who often, if you watch the show, was just not on episodes and no one explained where the fuck he was. He was just not there. You know what I'm saying? And then there were certain episodes where it's like, yo, this episode could have used Zay, but ain't no Zay. So that's how this beat felt for me. Like, where the fuck does it fit? You know, like, it's like almost a person like, wait a second, cause you wait outside, and then 3 hours later you having fun with your boys, and you go outside and that motherfucker's asleep, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot she was here. That's how I feel about this beat.
I forgot the beat was there.
So what I cut it just because it's not something that I'm definitely like, yes, keep it. But this whole time I just sat here quiet, like thinking about an artist could be on this, but that's not enough for me to say keep it, because the last joint I knew immediately an artist could be on it, and I ain't give a fuck.
That's true.
So cut.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm Dart Adams. Hi.
Yeah, I wasn't moved by it too much. I do hear a record, but it didn't move me to the point where I'm like,
Definitely
keep
not
it.
keep it.
You know what I mean?
So Facebook has to decide.
Yeah. So
Split room.
Oh man, Facebook has to decide.
yes. So
That's a scary sentence.
Or Twitter.
Facebook and Twitter, man, you guys decide right now. We're kind of at a split decision right about now. Me and Dart are saying cut it. They're saying keep it. The Geminis typically stick together. That's how it rocks. But we're gonna see right now what they say. I know Non Plus definitely wasn't sure about this one, so I'm just count that as a cut it. Just out the gate. People don't vote on Twitter anymore.
People don't be voting on me.
People
They-
don't vote on Twitter.
They be out here,
They
man.
moved to Facebook.
You know what? And then it says keep it, artist ready. So what happened? Yo, Dimitri, man, would you keep or cut this beat?
You always put the pressure on him.
I gotta
He's like, what
call my
the
Russian
fuck?
friend.
I've heard worse, so I'd keep it.
Oh shit.
All right, we're just gonna edit that part out the show. You know what I mean?
You're just digging through a dumpster. I've
Exactly.
seen worse, so I'm gonna keep this.
You know what I think though? I got one keep it, one cut it on here. Dimitri says keep it. I think we just need to keep it.
It's gonna end up a keep it.
Yeah,
Keep it.
Somebody will benefit from that.
we'll make it happen. All right. Is this something else that we have just to kind of give us like a high note? Because that was like
Yo, these battles coming up tonight. I'm just looking at the lineup. That
let's.
shit-
A
that
matter of
shit's
fact,
kinda
before we
fire.
get into the beat, let's talk about these battles for a second.
This shit's
So
crazy.
I already asked Avi his predictions, right?
Oh, y'all doing predictions?
We already did. We did predictions, right?
Wow.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
So-
we did it last week before you came. Oh wow.
Yeah, we try to get all that shit out the way before you walk through the door and shit. You know what I mean? So, I want to ask you, Marin, because you put these battles together, and I've been
Good job,
hearing.
by the way.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
and I've been hearing things where you don't even tell people who they're battling. You just kind of make it happen.
Yeah, I don't like to do that because when you tell people, because that's like one of the first questions. Well, I think people are getting used to it now that they know I'm not gonna say nothing, so they don't ask anymore. But that would be one of the first questions, like, okay, so who? And it's like, nah, don't worry about it. You'll see when the flyer comes out. You know what I mean? So
real
that you don't
Gemini
have any
shit.
preconceived notions or anything like that.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
First battle is Lightfoot versus Loman.
Yes.
Which is something that needs to happen.
That yes.
Who's your pick? You and Dart. Who's your pick? Lightfoot versus Loman.
I don't like this game, guys.
I mean, you put them together.
I put the battles together, but I never predict. Once in a while, listen, I'll put it like this. This particular battle, I have no clue because
respect.
and this is an honest opinion, like, because both of them have many bags that they can go into, and that's why I put them against each other, because like when you look at it, it's like Lightfoot versus Loman. That's kind of wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would assume that Loman's gonna come, you know, more boom bap, and Lightfoot's gonna come lo-fi or like or you know, super space wavy type shit, electronic type shit. But Lightfoot can go in that bag if he wants to. He can go boom bap if he wants to, and he has joints like that. And Loman can get real abstract if he wants to. So
that's why that battle is so good.
Yeah.
And it is dope, because when I saw Lightfoot versus Loman, I almost wanted to text Mark immediately, be like, thanks for making this finally happen. Because as a head, as somebody who's been around and seen both of their developments from like the studio, and Loman coming up from I'm the new Ninth Wonder. That needed to happen.
So who's your prediction, Dart?
I don't know, because the thing is that the same thing Mark said, the same reason that Mark just said. Lightfoot can go any type of way, and Loman, although people have him as this preconceived thing as he just does the hard boom bap stuff, he can do the same thing. Because I've had several talks with Loman over the years, and the music that he likes and he came up on and stuff like that, he has a whole lot of influences that would fall right in line with Lightfoot's.
All right, so I'll bring this one up then. Battle Card 2, Battle Axe versus Hum Beats.
All right, well, this one in particular, I probably would lean towards Battle Axe a little bit more, but I think this is a very evenly matched. I think their beats, like their style of beats, are the same. Like whether they go, because I would say like they're both like it's like a boom trap. Is how I would describe both of their styles.
About to start a new genre.
You know what I'm saying? So like they mix both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the master of that people don't know really in this room is Danny Diesel from Brockton. He's really great at that, and he has a new project out coming, Diesel Mania, that does a lot of that. Along that line.
But I'll lean towards Battle Axe a little bit on this one, because Battle Axe is good for like transitions and breakdowns and stuff, and that can like give him the edge. So but Hum got some shit though.
I would only say
he's got it's not a walk in the park.
With Battle Axe, I'm not sure how much time you're giving them. I would only say as long as he doesn't wait for the build up to get to the breakdown and all that, he'll be good. You know what I mean? Because I've heard some of the beats and it's like, okay, I'm waiting for the breakdown. The breakdown happens a little too late. So that would be it. But I mean, what would you say? Are you familiar?
Personally, I would lean towards Battle Axe, but here's the thing: Hum Beats. I feel like if he can get into a zone where he has the crowd, that'll take him over the top. But personally, I would lean towards Battle Axe. But I've heard Hum shit that he makes live, or like the stick that he made when he was doing the shift, and plus the stuff that he makes for like artists. And people respond to his joints, so it could go either way. But
he
personally,
got
I would lean
heat.
towards
Like that's what I'm saying. Hum Beats has like those type of beats that like as soon as they drop, they like it's a,
so you look at the
Battle Axe. Sometimes it kind of has to build up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see.
All right, so here's the last one: First Official versus DJ Manipulator. AV said DJ Manipulator.
Yeah, I think I might lean towards Manipulator a little bit in this one too, but very evenly matched.
Yes,
both of them can surprise you. But I just Manipulator, I feel like might bring a performance element tonight. I don't know how he plans on doing it, but he might pull out the SP tonight.
Oh, and get busy
and like perform. I kind of just think that's what he's probably gonna do. I don't know, but that's what gives him the edge in this. But production wise, like sonically, they're on par with each other. But I'll lean towards Manipulator tonight in a battle.
Dart Adams.
So I've seen Manipulator at several events, being the house DJ and just bodying it and playing a whole wide spectrum of joints and in his own joints. Right? Now here's the thing. We know him. He's a known like quantity. We know he can do anything. He could be all over the. He could be all over the mat. He has the performance down. The thing about First Official is we don't know if this is his final form or not. That's the beauty of First Official.
Yeah.
Every time he shows up and
Yes,
does
it's
something
different.
it's
Yeah.
something different, and it's unexpected from him. When he did the shift, I was blown away because and he was like, "Yo, this is the first time I've ever actually had this time to make something." And then when you see his progression since he's like put it all into making music, we don't know who's gonna show up.
Yeah.
So we know what we're getting out of Manipulator. We don't know what we're getting out of First Official.
And that's why I feel like I don't want to have it so that I've seen First Official enough where I'm like, you know what, that's his last stage. Like that's what his sound is gonna be. To be like, yeah, I think Manipulator might do so and so. I feel like First Official is all up in his bag tonight.
Yeah.
A bag we haven't seen yet.
Exactly.
And
we don't know what color the bag is.
exactly.
We don't know what's inside
It's
the
the
bag.
first day of school. We don't know what his book
Yeah.
bag is. Like it just
We don't know
it's
where he
coming
bought the bag from. There's a new root store in Newberry. He could have bought it from there.
through. There you go. So I mean, we put our predictions out there. If you're in the area, Wonder Bar downstairs, 186 Harvard Ave, Alston, Mass. It's tonight from 7 to 11 p.m. We're gonna find out if our predictions are true, man. Mark Maron set up these battles. This is probably one of the best battle tickets that he's put together in quite some time. So it's just like, not to take away from all the other battles, but this is pretty
we
fucking
had to
badass.
step it up from the last one at Wonder Bar Down. The last one was crazy.
Yes, it was. Yes,
so
it was.
like, how do we do better than that?
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. But cool. Wonder Bar downstairs tonight, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Producers, if you're in the building or if you're around the area, show up.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
It's a new cool,
7-Eleven.
it's a new cool way to say it.
7 p.m. Nah, I don't want that shit to ever catch on. I'm gonna hate that shit.
That dude Swoozy, he says, "Pum."
Nah.
But yeah, man,
I already
pull
hated
up,
people
pull
saying
up.
you already. I hated that. Like, you already what?
You already what?
You already. But
Going.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Team Rush Hour, man. I saw they're doing the next shift the day before the grand finale.
air horn.
So Team Rush Hour, that's December 1st at Mass Apparel, and then December 2nd,
I don't
Stu
care.
grand finale.
I don't
That's
care
funny,
if there's
too, 'cause,
snow on the ground. I gotta be there for that.
That's funny as shit because Biz reminded me earlier today that I threatened them that if they don't work together, I'd slap the shit out of them.
You need the pressure.
At the grand finale last year.
Oh shit, that's awesome, man. All right, then I guess we're gonna get back into some beats. Artificial AV Man, who we got next?
Yeah, 7.
7.
We coasting. All right, so next up we got the 808 Kid with East Side.
Is this the first time us hearing from this person?
I think so.
All right,
We need a newbie tag too.
we're gonna take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Maybe he needs to change the release.
We gonna find it right now. Beat Club. Let's talk about it. Anybody keeping this beat in this room?
No.
Nah.
No.
Anybody wish to speak on why?
Yes.
What's up?
One is super repetitive. It's not super. It's almost like, you know, when you, okay, back in the days there was a sampler, right? It was the DS. It was either the DS8 or the DS1224. It was an 8-second sampler. It was by Gemini. It was just one big ass button, right? You just press the button and you got your loop. That's what this sounded like. This sounded like you press the button. No extra elements. That's all it was. And that's why it was. Now, was it kind of hard, and could you rap over it if you tried? Yes. But there needed to be some more love and work put into it.
Yeah.
I feel like if an artist was to be on this, I still wouldn't want to hear the record.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
It sounded like a beat Jim Jones would pick. And you'd be like,
Wow.
Damn.
He said Jim Jones.
Like old Jim Jones and new Jim Jones.
Don't matter.
Jomo. He said Jomo would rap on this.
You don't think so?
Back in the day, I don't know.
This sounds like some real like underground stuff. Like this sounds like
some
old company flow type.
No, because LP would have put so much.
Yeah, I
extra
mean,
shit on it.
yeah, for sure. But I'm talking about like that era. Like
Yeah.
this sounds like some like
He would have put so many different elements and would have put samples from movies you'll never be able to find on VHS.
Yeah, I don't think this is moving us today. And people online are saying, not inspiring, cut it, bored, didn't do enough. So that sounds like unanimous. Cut it. Let's keep it simple, keep it moving. Who we got next, man?
Next up, we got... Now, go ahead.
I'll say this. Producers, when you're submitting beats, AV actually was just speaking on this when we were talking about one particular producer who said he wasn't just going to... what's the word that you said? They're not just going to upload... random beats. They're actually going to take some time with their shit.
Impulse.
Impulse upload it. You know what I mean? You're just uploading off your phone just because you want to get it heard or whatever it is. Really take some time to think like, yo, how do I want to get heard and what's really going to represent me? Because it's always someone's first time hearing you. So don't let it be trash. That's all.
I'm going to put it this way. If you think your beat's good, don't send it. Send it when you think it's fire.
Facts. Super facts, man. So just do us that justice. Take a look at your beats and be like, you know what? I'm not going to send that one in because it's probably going to get roasted and it's not hot. Keep it real. Who we got next, man?
Oxymoron, but yeah. Anyway, we got Vice Royalty beat with Soledad. I don't know if I said that right.
What does that mean? Anybody know what that means?
Soldier in Spanish.
Is it?
It's spelled wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's probably on purpose.
Hey, we're going to find it right now. Let's take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it a cut. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. I kind of agree with my dude Slim Jones saying kind of dope, rainy day type of vibe, nice bass, keep. Let's talk about it. Anybody cutting this beat in the room?
No.
Nope. It's keeper.
Everybody's keeping it. Any feedback for this beat whatsoever?
Okay, so the last beat sounded like there was not enough love put into it and it was a repetitive loop. In this case, there was just enough seasoning put on it where it's something you would want to eat all the damn time. Just enough.
Chicken, rice, and beans,
Like,
bro.
exactly. Like there's simple shit, comfort food that you know will always deliver. And you always go, motherfuckers will always pack a ramen spot. Always. And that's what this beat is in a sense. Is audio ramen. For the winter weather.
That's somebody's
Audio
take name
ramen.
soon. Watch.
Oh, shit. Anything else to say about this beat?
No.
All right, so Sounds like unanimous.
Keep it.
Sounds like a good job.
So I mean, we've talked about this, right? Because Dart brought up a good point, and when it comes to loops, because we just had 2 loops kind of go back to back, and one got cut, one got kept. We've talked about sprinkling things on it to, in replacement of transitions and such. But what really makes a loop tolerable
It has
to our
to
ears?
just be damn good. Like
What makes a damn good loop?
what makes a damn good loop is like it's sounding good to your ears. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like we talk about like, and it's always a tricky thing. Like when the critique is, yo, it's just a 4-bar loop. All the classic records are 4-bar loops. Like let's name classic records. Fucking Whoa.
Blind Alley is a fucking
Classic record. It's a fucking 4-bar loop. Like it just has to be that good. Like it has to have a melody or something that captures you. That's the key. Like if you're gonna loop, like pick a fucking good loop. Like just pick something that's dope, not something that I have to tweak or I have to think about. But it, like, for instance, like, but the particular beat we just heard, it wasn't something that grabbed you instantly. But what happened is he put a dope bass line on it and some dope drums that just pieced it together.
Just brought out an emotion
Yeah.
when you heard it.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's the answer to it is like, yeah, if it's not something that's going to capture you off rip,
Yep.
then just piece it together. Like layer it. You know what I'm saying? Like layer it properly. Like don't just fucking leave it as is. And if it doesn't capture you, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you could get away with literally just
a loop.
Just a fucking loop.
But the loop has to be great, man. Like, there are a lot of staple records and staple joints that have been looped, whether it's 2, 4, 8 bars, forever.
Yo,
and
the most legendary loop to me to this day, because I didn't realize how small. 1-bar loop. Arrested Development, Everyday People. It's a Bob James
fire.
sample.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I
one
bar.
It's
1 bar.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's it.
I love
Boom.
that
That's
shit.
it.
That's it.
That shit is fucking legend. What's better than that?
But the thing is that these are staples.
What's
This is what the
better than that?
entire genre was built upon once sampling came into play. Then that's something I have to stress people. Rap production has been in existence since 1979. So when we talk about classic rap production, you start at 79. But a lot of times we fuck it up and we start with the sampling era.
Yeah.
Like that's like 85, 86 and on. So when we talk about rap production, a lot of times we just jump to that era. Dude, there were a lot of people that had live bands, that had musicians, like rest in peace Pumpkin. Rest in peace to a lot of the cats from the Harlem Underground Band. Rest in peace to a lot of people that, had to be in the studio and make just joints that people rapped over in the band era. But then when we get into the production era that we talk about, that's the sample based time. And of course, the quickest way to do it was to use the records everybody knew. And that was the foundation, the backbone of what we do now with loops.
There you have it. We just helped you out with the loops thing, man. I've always felt as though if you think you have a fire loop, take away the drums and still listen to it. And see if you still got the nod factor.
Yeah. That's a great.
And then rap like Rock Marcy.
And then make that happen.
Exactly.
Moss.
Who we got next, man, on this chopping block, man?
One more for the break.
Yeah, we got a newbie. And this is, damn, I cannot see. This is
All right.
Rio the,
Mario Timmons.
I think he missed the T.
yeah, I think it's
Rio,
Beat Monster.
the what?
Beat Monster.
Rio the Beat Monster. Rio the Beat Monster.
I'm not gonna say. I have a very immature
Whatever.
mind.
His name is Mario, so it's Rio.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
And he's a monster of the beats, so he's
Yeah.
the beat monster. Rap
Thank you for the
spelling.
breakdown, Dart. Dart's gonna start breaking down everybody's name and shit now. I love
hilarious,
it. We're gonna take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat
not gonna ask the common question that I asked if we're gonna keep or cut this beat. I'm just Dart already has the microphone ready. All right, y'all. Dart, man, go ahead.
All right, so he used.
That's like
This isn't even off a record. This is a television performance of this Frankie Lyman song that he did with the teenagers. All right. Now, the problem with this is that this is not an ideal song to loop up or even sample. It just isn't. Now, I understand if you wanted to do this and make something viral where everybody could do the shoot dance to it and you put it all on social media, sure. But no. If you really wanted to do something like that, then what you fuck with is Louis Lyman's Lydia with his group. All right? Lydia. Find that song. Do this same thing with it. That's a challenge I'm making to you. Louis Lyman, I think they were the Teen Chords. Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords, Lydia. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it anywhere. Don't use the live performances. Go straight for the record. Do this same thing with that record, and you might get a different reaction. But if you were pretty much just want to do this to make something people could do to shoot dance to and make viral videos to, or just sound whatever, then you accomplished what you wanted to. But I'd cut the beat. But make an actual beat. Louis Lyman, Teen Chords, Lydia. Do it.
Wow.
Send it in next week.
Damn, homie.
Artificial AV, man. This record made you feel uncomfortable. What's going on?
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah. What was the problem? Was it the chop on how they chopped? Was it just everything? What?
Nah, the beat was cool. That the vocals is what was really irking me in that shit.
Yeah.
They just didn't match.
No.
Like,
It didn't match at all.
if I feel it here, like in my chest, and it start, you know when something's annoying you and you just want to like punch it in the fucking face.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
I was mad immediately from when I heard the opening. I was like, you are not going to use this. You are not going to use this.
I'll just, yeah.
Yeah. Do what Dar said. That's all I got to say.
We're just gonna move on to the. You know what? What we're gonna do? We're gonna have to cool down for a second. All right.
One more.
You sure?
Yeah, one more.
for the break?
One more.
All right. Let's give it a shot, man. Who we got
All
next?
right. It's another newbie. Yeah, I ain't never seen. All right, so we got
fuck
Body
with the IG
Bag
name.
Dre
I like the name though.
with Battlefield.
That's a name.
All right. Let's take a listen to right now the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Say it because you like the record, so you should just really keep it. All right, Beat Club. Let's talk about it. Artificial AV might keep this record. What's the word, bro?
I'm gonna keep it. I can hear it on the mix. I just didn't really care for that bass sound, but that's just my personal preference. That don't mean shit.
All right. Dart Adams, man, you letting this one slide?
It's a keep it. This is a keep it. There isn't enough about it that makes me say no, and there's enough about it where I'm like, keep it. So it's a keep it.
All right. Motivate Mary, man.
I say keep it too, man. I think it sounds like a record. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool enough to be on the mix. It wasn't my favorite, but
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Right,
but
right.
I can hear it on the mix. Like it was cool,
Yeah.
and it was mixed pretty well too.
Yo, D's hurt over here. Yo.
Nah, it's okay.
He's like, yo, fuck yo.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Because when we put together the mix and this one stands out, I'm going to just make sure that, you know, Dart, Artificial Wavy, and Mark Merrim were held responsible. It's going to put on... there was the vibe, the vocals were cool behind it. It's just... There's just something that's not moving me.
This is the beat version of the New Edition song "You're Not My Type of Girl." Like, no, you could dress. No, you pretty. No, I like the way you carry yourself, but you're not my type of girl.
Yeah.
And walks away.
Yeah.
And this boy's like, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah,
I know what I do with it.
It's not. Yeah, there you go. It's just not my
She
type.
look fine to me.
Flap down.
So I'm on Loops Island again, man. I mean, people say well produced online.
Loops Island needs its own cereal.
Oh shit! Here we go, yo. It sounds like that.
Keep it.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna recalibrate because obviously I ain't hearing what these fellas are hearing. I advise you guys to do the same.
Soundbridge Academy has created the first affordable, in-depth online music production certificate. We provide you with the knowledge behind the features, empowering you to use any plugin or production software out there because you understand its components and how they work together to create sound. You will learn sound design, audio processing, composition and sketching, arrangement and structure, and mixing and mastering. Don't spend thousands of dollars. Get the best education for a fraction of the price. Our free trial requires no credit card and includes unrestricted access to our course, the Digital Audio Workstation, which will give you all the basic knowledge required to start producing today. You are not expected to have any previous production experience and can learn at your own pace with lifetime access to the courses. Sign up today at soundbridgeacademy.com.
What up, what up, what up? We are back from the break. All of us got some food on our plate. We're sitting down here with Artificial AV, Motivate Marin, and Dart Adams, listening to some beats that you guys sent in. For everybody asking on Facebook, where do they send? You can upload to the beatclubpodcast.com. It does not necessarily guarantee that you'll get played today. That only happens on first Sundays where we take all of our beats live. This is something where we take the beats ahead of time, pre-make the folders, and play them live on air. So if you have beats right now, upload them right now, but they will not get played right now. So yeah, man. Who we got next on the chopping block, man? Because I need some time to knock down this food. This rice is official, bro.
These noodles? Fire.
We gotta talk.
Today they definitely seems like they got somebody in the kitchen that's doing it properly today.
You know what? Consistency is key. You've ordered from the spot like a couple of times, and it's been consistent all the way through. You know what I mean? It wasn't like when I used to go to Simcoe's when I used to live in Mattapan. I'd go and order like a calzone. One time it'd be slamming it, next time it'd be garbage, the next time it'd be okay. It's just like I gotta wait and monitor what cooks are in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm about to say. You gotta look inside and be like, okay, where I'm good today.
Yeah, like I used to go down to Newcomb Farms, and on Saturday mornings I realized that the person that makes the omelets makes them bigger. You go later in the day, they don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, all that aside, who we got next, man? This is ironic, kind of.
So next up we got J Definite MC with Chinese Jacket.
Interesting.
All the way from LA, man. So we're gonna take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
what song you're talking about. I'm not good at the song. But Beat Club, man, let's talk about it. Anybody keeping this beat?
If I was making a video game and I needed beats for a selection screen for either weapons or to buy and purchase items, this would be the first beat I pick. But other than that, nah.
Alright. So that's your second nah, AV. We have 2 nahs. Anybody else keeping this beat? Anybody?
Third, nah.
Nah?
But seriously, this rice and these noodles are fire!
Man,
Fire!
you gonna keep this beat, bro? Nah. What do they need to respond? I mean, what do they need to work on? He said Dart's response is on point.
Yeah, pretty much. Making sure your sounds are talking to each other. That's the main problem in the beats that we get from J Definite MC. It's like he has this understanding of how to put something together, but the actual sounds don't talk right.
Yeah.
They're on different pages in the book, so it just doesn't work.
It's like he almost there.
Yeah.
It's not like it's completely trash. It's almost there. It's just that things aren't connecting right. Like, you know you have the whole setup, but you're not hearing sounds out the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
But you know you have all the right wires and stuff. You just haven't found the right connection right. So that's kind of what it is.
So it's not trash, it's recycled.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's close. It's close.
Close.
It's real close.
I mean, it saves the environment, man.
Like you can go back and rework it. That's why I called it recycled. That's a compliment.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. The main thing is
I mean, I was trying to be low key.
He said this rice.
Yeah,
though.
just pick some better drum sounds. That was really kind of what was lacking to me. Bassline was cool too, but it was like off key too.
It's like back in the days, there were people that came in, they were like young producers, and they would go to the studio. This is something that doesn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. They would go to the studio and they would be like, this is what I have. And then the older producer / engineer would touch something on the beat and make it all of a sudden fire. This is a story I've heard from Grap Lover when he went to the House of Hits and met Marley Marl about his drums, or when Pete put him through what he called beat camp. Mm-hmm. This is what I've heard from guys like Kwame when they ran into Mikey D. You know, like Kwame was a 16-year-old cat who was a producer, probably would have been one of the greatest all time. He ran to Mikey D at a young age. He helped him put together one of the greatest albums a teenager ever made. And Kwame in A New Beginning, like the boy genius, you know? So it's like, I just wish that there were more cats that had the mentor that helped them with the sounds and figure it out, because that's what he kind of needs.
Yeah.
That's what we here for, man. Beat Club Podcast, man.
And we're gonna cut it.
And keep it 1,000.
There you go. Who's next, man?
I don't know. This rice got my mouth on fire.
Oh wait,
though.
we are. Hold on, we at 12.
Were we?
Yeah.
Nah, I know.
Oh, I thought you.
couldn't move the mouse.
Ooh, the mouse.
All right. So next up, we got Freddie G Beats with Unforgettable Night.
All right, cool. I had a couple of those. Let's take a listen to it right now. The Beat Club Podcast. Keep it to cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club. Let's talk about it. Anybody cutting this beat in this room?
No.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
I feel like if Pimp C was alive and he walked by the studio, he'd lean in and be like, "Hey, that's fire," and then walk away.
I miss Pimp, man. Wasn't my favorite. But it definitely got some southern flavor to it. I'm on the fence. I thought a safe keep it, even though it's not needed because it's gonna get kept anyways.
Loops Island.
No, I'm out there. I'm out there with you guys. I got one foot in, one foot out. You know what I mean? But I'm there with you guys.
Loops got a helicopter and he lands on Loops Island.
All right, so it sounds like unanimous, man.
Keep it.
We'll just let it rock.
Freddie G.
Not a newbie. Just pops up every month or so.
Damn, we haven't seen this name in a long time.
So check this out. So this person contacted me, was like, hey, all the beats that I have in that folder from this day, whatever, I need you to delete them because I want to submit new stuff, just all new stuff. I don't want any old stuff. So we moved them. It's the first beat he sent in. So who we got, Avi?
We got Anna How to Beat Speaker with Revolution.
I remember that name.
Yeah, it's from Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he out there. All right, cool. We're gonna take a listen to right on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go. All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. Anybody cutting this beat in the room?
On the fence.
I'm gonna use my safe keep it. The only thing that my only critique is like drum pattern and sounds, the drum sounds and the drum pattern. I feel like, and I know Anna how to knows how to make beats that like slap. It needed like a drum pattern that slapped, like the sample chop, the sequencing of the sample perfect. The bass line worked, but the drums, like the drums needed to make you do this. It needed to have that type of bounce, and it was kind of like trying to go with the sample more. I needed to offset the sample a little bit.
Okay.
But so I'll use my safe keep it because the sample itself, like the way it was chopped and put together and the transitions, like that, it was pretty plush.
All right.
So,
I know what he was going for. I got it. But somewhere in there was one element that wasn't executed well enough where this could have been a banger, but it was just good enough that this needs to be on the mix. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was making the faces I was, because I'm like, what is the one element that's off that's turning everything from just being, okay, I get it, into yes. So it's going to be a keep it, but there's something, Mark is absolutely right. There's one thing or like 1.5 elements that need to be fucking switched out.
Artificial Wavy?
I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna cut it. It was just too much going on in the melody, the sample. Like a lot of mixed shit in there. Kind of confused me for a bit. But I do agree with Marin with the drum pattern and the sounds.
Well, certain people online were saying I'm not feeling those hats. It's okay. Me personally, I felt as though it was cool. There were times in which I felt like I'm not sure if there was the mids and the vocals or something else along the instruments that kind of was clashing with the low end, or if the bass wasn't low enough. But there was something happening around that area which it didn't sound as pleasing as it should have been. The vocals were cool to add in, but I think they stayed a little bit too long, and just kind of messed up how I was hearing it. So things are there, things sound cool, but they could sound better, especially knowing the bar that we set for Anna How to Beat speakers. So for that reason, I'm going to cut it. So that's 2 cut it. So did you guys keep it? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, that's definitely a cut, right? Yeah. Cut it. All right, who we got next, man? We need to get woken up.
I mean, that woke me up. Just yeah,
it was cool.
It's a new beat too.
I need the nod factor. We haven't had the nod factor at all today.
This name is cool. Bizounce Beat.
I'm partially concerned because of the name.
This is called Sensei.
Those two things don't go together.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm concerned, right? Like
if you make beats under Bizounce and your beats called Senpai, I have problems already. Let's hear this shit, please.
Let's take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. Good sounds. The Beat Club.
Lil Pump.
All right, Beat Club. Let's talk about it. Anybody keeping his beat in this room?
I don't think anybody is.
I felt like the beat was like it had no legs, no arms. It was just there.
That shit
I have no
that
legs.
shit was.
Oh, I remember that shit.
I
That
have
was-
no legs.
Kids was a very disturbing movie. But
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but yeah, it just felt like
Just shaking the cup on the train. I have no legs.
like come on, fam. But Marin is right. It has something where it could be like a record or something. Like someone could work with it. Like I would hear a 21 or something on this and rock with it, possibly.
Look, LeBron James was able to take a team with 12 trash bags full of dirty laundry to the NBA Finals how many times? So yes, it's possible to take trash
Yes.
and make something great with it. I mean, people have made homes out of corrugated tin all along this world and slums all over the place.
Should we-
But this beat is a cut it.
So we're not gonna make a home out of this beat.
No,
Nope.
All right.
I can
don't
hear
even know if I
Nicki
wanna
on a
hear Nicki.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh damn. So are we cutting this beat?
Yes.
What's going on, man? I gotta say this. We've only done this twice this year where we had all live submissions. And our all live show, the beats are fire. I'm not sure what's going on when it comes to the producers that upload regularly to beatclubpodcast.com, but you guys need to learn something from the folks that upload during our live show, because we've had minimum 15 keep its in one show. Wow. Like minimum. Ridiculous. So yeah, who we got next, man? I need the bar to be placed high.
So next up, we got Junta Beats with Murder. They from Maryland too.
I'm gonna rock with this one because I'm from Murder Pan. So We're going to take a listen to right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
From Rochester.
If I ever see you here again, you die just like that.
The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, we're not going to talk about this one. We're just going to keep it 100% real because we know that this beat is going to get cut.
Oh, man.
So, who's going to tell him?
Let me tell you something.
Please.
One of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Once Upon a Time in America. Why that movie is so important is because they found a way to make Zamfir Master the Pan Flute sound like the man all throughout that joint. You had the flute and you fucked up the flute, and everybody can use the flute to make a hit. Timbaland made Indian flute a hit.
That was a
You know what
good
I'm saying?
song. That was cool.
Like all of y'all, he brought the flute back. You killed the flute. How the fuck you kill the flute? Anyway, move next.
We're cutting this beat, right?
Yes.
Yo,
Okay.
listen.
Any other?
Any of y'all like get nice with the recorder? Like, you know, in school,
Yes!
the
family.
recorder was like the first instrument
Yo,
we all
you used to
got.
take the
Blind
recorder
mice.
and used to go to the fan. Used to play the recorder into the fan.
But
Oh,
did you
you
ever
just-
get nice with it? Like, you ever got
Yeah.
good at it?
But there was never a stage 2 to recorder. It was just like, that was it. You learned those
No, no.
3 or 4
My
songs and that was
sister-
it.
My sister learned the flute, and she was playing the flute in the band at Boston Latin, and she got really nice with it.
Yeah.
She would just play like theme songs, the Masada and shit like that. You don't know what Masada is? Look it up. It's an incredible. It's a film about a historical event. It's incredible. As an amazing score. Anyway.
But my thing is, they gave us the recorder, and there's no fucking recorder in the orchestra. What were they preparing us for?
Flute.
Yeah, the flute.
That's what they were preparing us for.
I
the
mean,
flute?
but no,
Give us flute.
more than anything though. It is like the basics of terms of like reading music and understanding like you know the notes.
Where to put your fingers
Yeah,
over for
like
the notes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, I can't read music, yo. But I've been in
the.
the music. I've been in the music for over 35 years. How'd that happen?
Yeah, I learned how to read music briefly, and then it was like out of sight, out of mind. I took piano lessons for like 3 years,
Yeah.
so I had to read music.
I learned
I
how
learned
to
in
read music
fourth
at
grade.
Boston Latin. That's a lie. I learned how to read the music. Thank you, Miss Fernandez.
I went to a Mecco
Got it,
school,
though.
so you know
Yeah, I
they were
forgot it.
Mecco schools had you ahead of the game, so I learned a little bit, but yeah.
Music
Man.
theory was the shit though. That's what helps me to this day, like in terms of like chord progression and shit like that. Like, you know, because it wasn't based off of reading. Like, you know, it's kind of like a number system and just knowing the chords.
See, I didn't know any of that. All I knew was every good boy deserves fudge. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it, dog. And all right, cool.
Every good boy
But
deserves
we cutting this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we changed the subject.
Yeah, we had to.
Nah, because the flute. When we heard the flute made me think about the recorder. You know what I'm saying? And I just always wondered, like, yo,
We started talking
we didn't
about
take the
woodwind
recorder
instruments.
serious.
We started talking about woodwind instruments. instead of
Horrible.
the beat.
Yeah.
That's when you know something's up. But we got to go to the next beat.
How many beats we on?
We were talking about
We
music
had
theory.
We moving.
oh, we at 16 now. Yeah, we moving. We moving.
We got Nietzsche up next.
moving and
All right.
shaking. So next up is Nietzsche Beats with Timber You.
All right, we're going to take a listen to right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say who murdered 3. Strange things that happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.
right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. People saying nice and clean. We agree? It was all right. It was cool. I felt like they could have been more done with the drums. I felt like something could have happened with the drums, which would have gave it some extra flavor. I felt like the drums were just kind of fell into a pocket and stayed in that pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it.
Really? I wasn't expecting that. Why so? Why are you gonna cut it?
I mean, it's Murray.
I know, but
it just didn't move me. I mean, I think it would like this type of beat would have to be like sold. Like you would have to like sell it. Like it wasn't like it
sold itself type thing.
Yeah,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was cool, but maybe like a certain artist, but definitely the drums. Like like I agree with you. Like the drums just needed a different swing, a different bop. Like it was just too, just on the grid for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing. Even if you have a loop or something that can really switch it up, is just give the drummer some, man. Let the drummer kind of spaz out. If you have a 4-bar loop, 8-bar loop, let the drum spaz out for like 16 bars and have it all be a little different. But Artificial Wavy, man, how you feel about the beat?
I'm with Marin, yo.
Okay, Dart, man, what's the word?
I was on the fence about it until it was faded out. And the thing is that if I was on the fence about it until it was faded out, it's a cut it.
Boom.
Cut it.
Damn.
Dart looking like he just walked out the Army Navy store.
I did.
I know I haven't seen one of those in a minute.
I gotta get one of those. Those are the warm joints too. Them shits keep you warm.
Back in my peak thug days, pretty much 75% of my shit came out the Army Navy store.
Yeah, for sure.
The Army Navy store that used to be right down the street from where I live.
Yeah. It's right on Mass Ave.
Yes, it's since moved.
Yeah.
And there was another one on Mass Ave too that moved too.
Yeah. Yep. They were. Yeah.
Damn.
That's Lost. The Lost Boys had us in the Army Navy store. I had to get the Desert Storm fatigue.
Yo,
damn.
The Lost Boys.
Y'all remember the Lost Boys?
Yeah. Nah, I do. Yeah.
The Lost Boys. Dude, when
same.
that shit came out on video, and everybody saw it. It was like, yo, and they were like, dude, they're in a comic book store and there's no adults.
Yeah,
they could just do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I like that jacket.
Yo, who we got next on the beast, man?
So next up we got the Alpha with Onus.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Onus.
Does that mean anything?
Yes, it does. Google it.
I'm about to Google that shit right now.
You put the onus on me.
We're going to take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
At a game from your house.
I did see that shit. That shit
I'm fucking with that.
That shit is phenomenal.
Yo,
that's fuck.
I think I would fuck with
that. That's dope. The
like
VR
that.
joint. Yeah.
I mean, in some cases I wouldn't, but if I could sit courtside at a Celtics game from my house.
But I'm just saying, like that might.
I'm doing
All right,
that.
hold on, my fault. I forgot we're part of the B Club podcast, and we're talking about something else.
Yeah, we talking about virtual reality, which means your beat got cut.
Which one's the button?
4.
Yeah, no need for feedback on that. I mean, it was cool, but it just doesn't. It's
the
not
same
going to
thing
make
as the
the
last
mix.
beat.
There was nothing
lazy.
going on. Nothing
happening.
Yeah, it sounded very lazy. It didn't sound like you were trying to impress anybody. You know what I mean? It's
Gotta
not to
add-
necessarily dig on you, but it's just to let you know that if you have the opportunity, like to all the producers that submit beats, not saying that we're the shit, but imagine if we were the shit and you had an opportunity to submit one beat to represent you and your sound, and you send this.
You don't know who's listening.
We ain't gonna remember your ass. Mm-hmm. Send something to be memorable, original, and represent your sound. This right here is just...
It's like homie said in Walk the Line.
What's up?
If you had one song to play and you about to die and you want the world to remember you, Is this the song you gonna play?
No, because I'd be dead already. I'd off myself. So
what song would you play, Dart?
To me, I told you I have two songs that
You gotta
I
pick
use
one.
for anything.
You gotta pick
I got
one.
two songs I use for everything. The Man by Sons of Slum and Freedom Road by the Pharaohs.
Loops.
Those are my two.
Loops.
Those are my two theme songs.
What song?
What song? What?
What he just said. Off
Like-
Walk the Line. The one song, you about to die.
I'm about to die.
One song to be played that represents who you are.
There's a couple.
I know there's a couple, but you gotta pick one. What's the one? There's always the one.
The one?
That's a tough
to
question.
to depict who I am?
What's the one song that you always play? That you gotta play? Everybody has one song that they play.
I mean, Spodioli Dopalicious, maybe.
Okay.
Or Russ, I'll do it myself. Yeah, that's my shit. That represents me. I don't need him. I don't need her. Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
Russ? A Russ song is
pick
gonna
a Russ
define
song.
your life?
I'll put it out there, dog.
His life is defined by a Russ song.
Oh, fuck it.
A song that pretty much means get the lotion because my girl ain't coming over. Fuck it, I do it myself.
Damn, dog. Damn, like I said, I'm in the shallow and chilling my floaty. Y'all guys going to the deep end with that shit. Nah, I don't know.
you, I got my
jerky.
jerky.
It's a real, yeah.
They got aloe in it.
Avy, one song.
Shit. I would have to say, I'd probably say Rock Steady Whispers.
Whispers.
I was just gonna say it.
Rock Steady, baby. That's classic too.
That's my shit.
Y'all niggas is old.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It definitely has to be something classic like that, though. George Benson, Breezin'.
Man, I thought we was talking like this decade.
I'm saying one song. You gotta play one song
For your entire life.
for your whole life.
my whole life. Yeah, there's not a song that sums it up right there. I gotta think about
just
that.
gotta go with something you love, nigga.
Yeah,
That's it.
I mean, shit, I do love both of those songs.
Yeah, Spodioli.
Well, Russ.
Spodioli is kind of up there though.
That's
That makes sense.
Damn.
But yeah,
Oh, get up,
you know
get
I
out, and
love,
do something.
You know I love
That
my
shit right
funk
there with
shit,
CeeLo.
my soul and funk. So
Yeah.
that's me all the time.
Y'all gonna have me go home and look through my whole iTunes, just like
You should reevaluate.
Dog, you don't have to
I'm
think
joking,
about
I'm
it
joking.
that hard. You don't have to think about it that
Anita
hard.
Baker
bro.
giving it the best that I got. I don't know. I gotta think about.
You
that
don't
shit.
got to think about it that hard, man.
Nah, because if that shit happens, I'm like, damn, what song would I play?
What song have you played
Return of
since
the
you
Mac.
was a kid? What song have you played since you was a kid that like, because music is like super emotional to me. Like, what song like hits you, like pluck your heartstring, like make
pluck
you
my
almost
heartstrings?
want to cry, or like
I don't, yo,
make
Dart. Mark, man, I don't cry much, fam. I got like one bitch ass. I got one bitch ass.
He got his own island and he don't cry.
I don't cry on my island, fam. I'm out there. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, when that shit comes
I
on,
don't-
party, wherever, I'm grouped.
You know what?
Time.
There's a lot of them joints.
There's a lot of songs
You know
like
what's something? I say this even though, I mean, she's kind of trending right now because of her action on the microphone, but a lot of Jill Scott songs, like Living My Life Like It's Golden or Fool's Gold, like things like that.
Jill
But,
Scott's what's up, though.
Oh, absolutely. After I seen the video, fam.
A lot of Stevie for me too. A lot of Stevie. A lot of James Brown. There's like certain songs that like just it's like
Yeah, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
There was a time by James Brown is up there too.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to living just a little bit longer, so I have some time to think about this question. I just know one thing: I'm not gonna play the last couple of beats we heard as my final song.
Facts.
So I'm looking for someone to save us towards the end of the show. Cause
I think we got somebody.
who's that?
All right, so next up we got Non Plus with Spring Break.
Save us. Is Spring Break? Oh, Spring Break.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Spring Break, best week of my fucking life. I advise everyone go once.
Where'd you go?
I went to yeah, baby, Cancun. Oh, got it all on film. But anyways, let's take a listen right now on the B Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
about it. Are we cutting this beat?
Nope.
No. This is my beat of the week nomination.
Really?
I ain't heard nothing. This is the only beat that made me nod my head like that today.
This beat sounds like, so you know when the Celtics play together like they're supposed to?
Yeah.
Like when they score 130 and everybody's in double figures and the crowd's going crazy and they're like, oh, this team could beat the Warriors in the 7-game series. That's what this beat is like. Everything's working.
I felt like it sounded like a 2K highlight reel.
Yeah,
I feel like that was the case.
I used to play live.
Oh, damn.
But NBA Live's been trash.
Yeah,
they went trash.
I think it
flipped around.
Yeah.
I think it flipped around because 2K used to be the shit, then it flipped, and I think Live is gonna be the joint this year.
Yeah.
So are we keeping this beat? Marin just threw out his beat of the week nomination. Artificial Wavy, are you feeling the same when it comes to Keeper? All right, yo. Sounds like a
Keep it.
That was a breath of fresh air, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
That was.
We were talking about other things other than the beat after they played.
Yes.
We were talking about virtual reality, for God's
sake.
Yes. Music theory.
Yeah. The fucking recorder.
Yeah. Things you learn on this show. Who we got? We're gonna skip number 19.
We're skipping that one. Yeah.
And this is okay. So this is our beat here from New Orleans.
Oh.
What is
it?
Okay.
So this is produced by 900, and it's called Thing South.
I'm going with you, bro. You're reading. Yeah. Let's do it right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
900.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Nah, this is by 900.
This shit was called Over 9,000.
Someone said, was this sampled from Usher? People are saying, I like this. Keeping this one sugar free. I absolutely agree. Let's talk about it real quick. We're going to go around the room. Artificial Wavy, man. How did you feel about this beat?
I'm biased when it sounds like West Coast shit and it's executed perfectly. I'm biased. That's a keep it.
Motivate Marin, man. How you feel about this beat, bro?
That's an easy keep it.
Yeah.
Where's the keep it button?
It's right here. I'm going to go to Dart, though. Dart, man. What's the word on this
This
one?
reminds me of joints that all the like Bay Area rappers would go over in the late 80s, early 90s to the mid 90s. This is a keep it.
Yeah, this beat made me feel good, man. I feel like this is one of those, if it's nice out, roll the windows down and just let it rock.
It's a ride. It's a ride.
And it made me think of one of the songs I enjoyed from Pimp C and Too Short called I'm All About It. It was just real smooth and just had a chance to really just spit that crack up in your ear, you know what I mean? So I'm keeping it. Sounds like a keep it from everybody here. It's gonna keep it online, so it sounds like unanimous.
Keep it.
And that was simple, man. I'm glad we were able to actually end the show on a keep it note.
Me too.
What the fuck? Like we've gone through some shit. So what I'm gonna do, being that we're all out of our beats right now, is I'm gonna ask you guys because our finale is coming up in about 2 weeks. We know the majority of the people on the panel, there's 2 wildcard seats that are open. That means anybody can come through the door. We also have to remember that, I think 2 years ago, roughly, person like Elio showed up at the door doing an open kitchen and almost took it by 1 point. Yeah. Given that everybody that's currently on the panel, some veterans, some new to it, do we have a prediction as to who's the top 2 people that are going to be a problem at the stew on December 2nd? Dart Adams, you're the resident judge, so I'm going to you first.
Like,
who do we have?
Okay, who can throw a monkey wrench into the whole shit? I feel is the one person who can easily throw a monkey wrench into other people trying to get the top spot is soul music.
Yes,
because soul music showing in the last joint where he was tied with a veteran, Eddie Random.
Mm-hmm.
That to me showed that anything can happen. I also think that another person that could be a possible nominee is 16-Bit Spit.
Because he almost had it last year.
Yeah, 16-Bit Spit. So to me, it's between Soul and 16-Bit Spit is the 2 people in the middle that can change who wins the championship coming up.
Now, see, I feel as though that Elio is a force to be reckoned with because he kind of has the formula down.
Yeah.
He knows exactly how to play towards what the crowd needs, especially if he finds a way to get his foot in the door early with whatever challenge we give him. But I absolutely agree when it comes to Soul and 16-Bit. Those have to be like the 3 people that can just change it, because I believe Soul came from being behind to out of nowhere, being in front. But I'm gonna ask my quiet Geminis over there, based off of the lineup that we currently have, who's 2 people to worry about on December 2nd? Even though we're picking one winner, who's the 2?
I would definitely say Elio, clearly because he's a champion, past champion.
Yep.
And like you say, he has the formula down for how to win at the stew.
He just knows.
Like, period. He almost had 2 titles by now. But damn. I feel like if self-serve is on point that day, he would do some damage as well.
I feel as long as self-serve makes it past the first round, when it's tune for tune, he'll be a fucking problem in round 2 and round 3.
I think so.
That's it. Mark Maron, man.
Y'all just took the words out of my mouth in terms of self-serve. I was going to say, I feel like, I just feel like self-serve is just due for one.
Yeah.
Due for like having like a night. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say self-serve and 16-Bit Spit. And then in terms of like somebody who can throw a monkey wrench in, especially based off the last performance, Eddie Random.
Oh yes.
Eddie Random is like on like a different plane nowadays.
Yeah.
He's kind of like proving himself, especially like I used to be like real hard on him too. Like just like his, like I kind of like dissected his style and was kind of like, he's dope, but like he's shown that like he got levels to his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think a
like,
lot of that happened from when they formed the crew.
Yeah, when they formed the crew, and that definitely stepped his game up. But like before, it was kind of like, it was sort of just like drum loops and and just like a airy sample, and and there was kind of like that simple formula. Like
working
the
with
other day,
Melks,
he played a bunch of crazy type shit.
Working with
shit.
Melks changed him in his evolution, but then them getting together and being with John Glass in the studio where they have to do a wide array of things, completely transformed Eddie. And the thing was, Eddie was already on some evolution shit before, because I remember the first time we told the story.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him, I was like, yeah, he's cool. But then the next time he came back, I was like, I don't know what happened to the old Eddie Random, but he's dead, and I don't know who this person is in front of me.
He stays reinventing and just killing off old Eddie Randoms. he's
like fucking David Bowie.
Suicide for real.
Yeah,
and coming back.
and it's not to take away from anybody else that's been on the panel, because I know technically we just reviewed everybody that's been on the panel before.
It's like this is I really like this setup, because I don't know what to expect from Dougie Flex or Jay Demers. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Random, self-serve, Elio, I know what I'm getting out of them, and 16-Bit Spit and Soul to me are the wild cards, because I think Self-Serve is kind of like he's like who's the dude that pitched for the Red Sox that just finally was able to get it all together?
What, this season?
Yeah.
I don't know. You the Red Sox fan? Like
Damn.
that.
But anyway, him. I feel like Self-Serve is that guy who's due for that incredible run.
Yeah.
Because he's been close. He's been close. But at some point, he's going to break through.
Yeah. So we'll find out what it's really going to be on December 2nd. And to give you more information about that, we're definitely going to Mark Maron. But we got to pull up this Beat of the Week nomination.
David
that
Price.
Maron put out there. Maron, who did you put out there for your Beat of the Week?
Non-plus.
It was a non-plus. So, Dimitri, man, can you pull that up whenever you get a chance? All right, y'all. So shout out to Non-Plus. You are now our Beat of the Week. And you will be battling on first Sunday, which is December 9th, because that's when we'll be here for Beat of the Month, where you could win a free sound pack from Beatmakers Boutique. But before we get to all of that, we got to go to Mark Maron with some closing remarks and let him know what it is, man.
Hey, like I always say, man, love is the answer and the cure. And it's all about Beat Club Podcast Live tonight, man. We spoke about it earlier, gave some predictions, but tonight we're at Wonder Bar, downstairs. 3 feature beat battles. Lightfoot versus Loman. Battle Axe versus Hum Beats. First Official versus DJ Manipulator. Gonna be a crazy night. Wonder Bar downstairs tonight. Doors open at 7 p.m. We're gonna shut it down at 11 p.m. So, you come out, you get home early enough, you know what I'm saying, to get your rest for work on Monday. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy time. And then, of course, we were just discussing that Stu grand finale, the $1,000 grand finale at Wonder Bar upstairs, Sunday, December 2nd. Doors will open at 6 p.m. Crazy lineup of producers, man. Shout out to all the finalists out there. And go to thestewshowcase.com. Get those tickets. Get those early bird tickets. Get that early bird price. You know what I'm saying? And definitely get those booth seats so you can be close to the action. And that's it, man. Shout out to everybody that came out to the Grog out in Newburyport. And yeah, we had a good time, man. Vinyl Villain versus John Glass. That was super dope. A lot of dope producers came through. Tiba shut it down that night, man. Tiba showed out that night. I gotta salute him on that, man, because he was a monster. Yeah, he played like the best beats I heard that night, period. And I'm not ashamed to say that. So shout out to Tiba. And yeah, man, we really was driving in the snow for y'all too that night, man, for the culture.
I almost died, so yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the culture, like they say. But nah, man, peace and love to everybody, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for the continued support. And yeah, man, do not miss though that $1,000 grand finale Sunday, December 2nd, 6 p.m. at Wonder Bar. Get those tickets, thestewshowcase.com.
Just to piggyback that, I will also say to producers that are interested in being a part of the panel, there are 2 wildcard slots. If you wish to, we are actually doing pre-registration for the wildcard slots for Open Kitchen. You can hit us up at info@thestewshowcase.com. Once again, info@thestewshowcase.com to inquire about being an Open Kitchen panelist and see what's up. If you went over the crowd, if you went over the judges, you can actually hop on the panel and you can battle that night for a stack. That's it. Like, you could leave with Christmas money in your pocket that night. But enough about that. Artificial AV, man, anything you got to say to the people?
Yeah, I'm going to just say to y'all what I've been telling my 6-year-old for the past week or so. Apply yourself to your craft. Yes, we are talking about practice. Keep practicing. Yeah, practice. We talking about practice. You got to keep practicing. All right? It's the only way to get better. Can't think you're going to get better at making beats or mixing or whatever it is you're trying to do in life if you don't practice. So keep practicing.
All right. Dart Adams, anything you want to leave the people with? Any gems? Anything like, if they want to follow you, social media contact, all that good stuff?
If you want to follow me in anything, it's Dart_Adams. I ain't on any of the weird shit like Snapchat, none of that other shit. Weird shit. 'Cause I don't really care. My podcast is called Dart Against Humanity. It's just me ranting into an iPhone for 45 minutes about whatever. And look forward to possibly some announcements coming forth that will be life-changing for me and y'all in 2019 and forward.
Wow. Besides that, man, I just want to shout out the Go Network for holding it down. I want to shout out to all the producers that submitted. If you got cut today, look, just suck it up and send in better beats next time. Like, once again, I'm going to say this to you. If you only had one shot, one beat to play, send in that beat. Don't send in the beat that you just a throwaway beat, because we're going to throw it away. So with all the other producers that we met at the Grog, to all the other producers that we'll see tonight, keep doing your thing, keep living out your craft, and keep living your passion. Continue to work hard, and submit to the Beat Club podcast. This is the only podcast that you can submit to, and we promote you like you're one of our own, because we're connected through music, man. And because I can say it on the radio, I'm going to say it right now. Shit. Yeah.